you need to have an accountability partner. Accountability partners are just so critical to helping you stick to your course. Hello and welcome to the part 2 of tips for building your best year ever. Like we say, design your best life ever. Now it's time to build it. And these are tips that will help you to build that best year ever. Now, what are those tips? In the first video, we shared 3. We'll share another 3 with you right now. The 3 tips we're going to share with you. One is that you need to have an accountability partner. Accountability partners are just so critical to helping you stick to your course, run a good race. It's so critical to you successfully meeting your goal. The number shows that people who have accountability partner has a higher rate. They achieve their goal at a higher rate than people who do not have accountability partner. I think there is something about us listening to other people than we listen to ourselves. I think there's an eye servant kind of phenomenon going on here. We know that this person is going to ask me on Friday, how far did I get, or what did I do this week? And so let me hurry up and do something, or let me do something so that when I see them, I have something to report back to them. Make sure that that accountability partner is someone who you respect, someone who will tell you the truth, and someone who will challenge you. You do not need anyone who will tell you it's okay and it's okay. Okay? You need someone who will tell you that, hey, you need to make sure you get this done. So not disrespectful and not mean, but at the same time assertive and can hold you accountable and make sure that you're doing what you were supposed to do. All right. So accountability partner helps you keep your goals to yourself and you work on it. You can always make excuses to yourself and nothing happens. But if you get someone who will let you hear it when you do not do it, it gets pretty real pretty quickly. And so you want to make sure you have results before you meet up with that person. Number 2, it's important that you build an environment for success. You have to set yourself up for success. I found that environment really, really matters. Now, we can talk about this from a psychological standpoint about nature versus nurture, but we can also just, and I mean, at the end of the day, I think that's what it is. It is just nurture by creating the proper environment that will enhance your chances to succeed and to transform and become what you want to be. And so here are a couple of examples that I found to be real helpful in the past. One is I have found that anytime I go on a diet and I need to lose weight, I realize that getting rid of all the food in my house that I know it goes against my diet and replacing them with food that I know will help my diet is so important. So what I'm technically doing is I'm creating an environment in the house that when I'm hungry, the first thing I see, I will eat it. And so I don't want the first thing I see to be Oreo cookies. I don't want the first thing I see in my refrigerator to be leftovers Chinese food. Okay. Now, however, I want the first thing that I see to be some almonds and some bananas. All right. When I open my refrigerator, I want some salads already in there or a smoothie or something of the sort that's already placed there. Easy to reach. Accessibility helps when it comes to building environment. Make the things that will hinder you to be as far away from you as possible, more difficult to reach, and the things that will help you to be closer to you as possible, because it all comes down to the structure of choice. When it comes to the structure of choice, the easier it is to access, the easier it is to choose, okay? But the more difficult it is to access, then it makes it difficult to choose that, okay? If I have to jump in the car, and that's what I do with cake. I'm a cake lover. I'm really addicted to cake. And because of that, I do not buy big cakes in my house. I only buy slices. Maybe once every quarter, I buy a slice or 2 and bring it home. So it means that if I need to eat any more cake, I will have to go all the way to the cake store to buy cake. And I have enough time in between the drive there to say, okay, man, you probably don't need this in your diet right now. Okay? But if the big cake was already in my refrigerator, it's easy for me to just attack that cake. All right? Making it easy to access, create an environment that makes it easy for you to access the things that will enhance your ability to succeed is very, very important. Here's another one. You need to create habits and routines. Okay, routines are critical. Like, say for example, you want to work out in the morning, but if you wake up in the morning and you have to find your sneakers all the way on this side, your gym clothes on this side, and your gym bag on that side, by the time you do that, something on your way of doing those things would distract you and you wouldn't go to the gym, right? What do? Every night, I lay out my gym clothes. Everything I need for the gym, I lay it out in my gym bag and everything. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I jump into my sneakers, my gym clothes, take my bag out of the door. You see how that habit of laying out my gym clothes the night before really makes it easy for me to go to the gym in the morning. Easy for me to jump over distractions. I can deal with everything else when I come back from it. So you need to build habits that will help you. You need to build routines that will help you. So I built myself a planning and meditation routine. Every morning I wake up, come back from the gym. I try to take 30 minutes to be grateful for something, to focus on my vision for the year or my 10-year vision, and also which portion of it I will get accomplished today, and visualize myself accomplishing those goals. And I take time, I do lists. I get up sometimes and I do an incantation. We will do a whole video incantation here one of these days. Those are things that I feel tune my mind to get ready to really dominate my day. Create habits. There are all kinds of different habits, and it all depends on what sort of goals you have. Habits and routine will help you tremendously. So for this video, I'm only going to stop on these two. Remember, it is very important that you have an accountability partner answering. Some people don't need to answer to other people. Some people really have great eternal supervision. A lot of us don't. And be frank with yourself. If you do not supervise yourself well, if you don't get an accountability partner, somebody who will hold you responsible and supervise you. There are a lot of people out there who can do it for you. And then secondly, you want to make sure that you are developing the proper environment around yourself to ensure that you are not making those choices that will reduce your chances of winning, but you're making choices based on the environment you've created around yourself that will enhance your ability to hit your goals. Thank you for listening, and we got more video coming after you, but like this one, share it with someone, and listen, subscribe to the channel.